The Shi'ur in the Garden of Emunah, we're on page 222, the choice. The rabbi continues explaining that about Emunah. Whenever we have cases of Emunah, so until now we've been talking about how grandiose Emunah is, and if a person has Emunah, everything is going to be okay, right? But a lot of times we see that that's not so, and that the Rasha gains, and the Sadiq sometimes has difficulty. Right? Or not sometimes, maybe all the time. And the Rishaim, sometimes we look at them and they're whooping it up till who knows when. How is this possible? Where is the Hashgacha Pratit in this? And there's a confusion that sets in. A person doesn't understand. He looks at this guy, he looks at Sam Bankman. The guy stole billions of dollars, runs off to the Bahamas, basking in the sun. Who knows what more avonot he's sitting and doing with the money that he stole. And this is how they live. And this is how they move on. This is, and how's this possible? And then they're selling air, right? There's cryptos. What's the difference selling ice to the Eskimos or the Brooklyn Bridge? There's an Hefdel over here. So how do these guys get away with it? How does Hashem let this? So it's a very important rule that is brought down, and it's called the rule of Behira. And it's also a very confusing rule. A lot of people have difficulty understanding Behira and Emunah at the same time. Meaning, what's the question? How do I have free choice if Hashem knows what I'm going to do? And this is a very perplexing question, but it's the answer to the question we just asked. Why is it that Rishaim succeed sometimes, or very, very often, or Sadiqim or not? But let's focus on the Rishaim right now. How could it be? I'm doing all the good things, and this guy gets to steal, lie, and he's making billions of dollars and making money from bad ways and doing whatever he wants. It's a terrible thing. What's Hashem doing? How is this possible? So the rule here is free choice. Behira. Why? Because Hashem has to let you decide whether to choose good or bad. Hashem sent us down here to overcome the Yetzer Hara, to win the war. What's the war? What do we need to get to? Our goal is to get to Olam Haba. And if our goal is to get to Olam Haba, Hashem's going to set us up in this world with a group of tests in order for us to succeed in getting that Olam Haba. And if you don't have free choice, then you're not going to be able to get the gifts that Hashem wants to give you. He has to test us, and therefore he sets confusion in the world. Hashem created something called confusion on purpose, and he allows a person to go off and do whatever he wants and be successful at it, and then be on the yacht also with the billions of dollars and the planes and the cars and all the stuff and all the other filth that comes along with that I left out. Because the way a person wants to go, they draw him. There's a Gemara in Makot that says, "B'derech sh'adam rotzeh, molichin oto." Daf Yud Amud Bet. It says over there that if a person wants to go a certain way, they bring him that way. If a person wants to be bad, he'll become bad. If a person wants to be good, he'll get good, and he'll have help to become good. That's the beauty of this. We don't have to look at it, but the bad guy too, he'll have help to become bad. You want to be bad, they'll help you. Be careful what you wish for. So what do we have to do? What's our goal now? We have free choice. What's the choice? What is the choice we need to make? Well, the harder choice, which is have emunah. Be honest. Don't steal. Don't do the things that will cause us to be away from God. The opposite, right? The bad choices, this lying, the stealing, whatever else they're doing. Even if we have an honest business. But if you think that it's you and not Hashem, that's also a problem. It's endless tests in choosing the non-emunah test. We have to choose emunah. Choose emunah. Which means what? Up until now we've been learning. We'll have a review. Emunah means hashgacha pratit. Simply, whatever Hashem did everything and we'll do everything. Nobody else. That's the first rule. Rule number 2 is that Kol rahmana avid l'tav avid. Everything Hashem does is for my benefit. And then rule number 3 is that Hashem's talking to me. If I lose money, for example, if Reuven it was decreed that Shimon's going to lose money. So now Reuven decides he wants to steal today. Yeah? So what is he going to do? And say, I have this item. It's worth $10. I'm going to sell it for 1,000 and sketch that I sold him the real item, right? Let's say whatever brand, make it up. Tom Ford, Louis Vuitton, whatever silly thing, Chanel Gears, all the stuff. He made a fake in China and he sold it for $1,000. It's worth $5. Yeah? So what happens? So now Reuven made Shimon lose the $1,000 that he was going to lose anyway. But now Reuven's also going to get punished for doing. Hashem makes a revolving circle, and then now you chose to do bad. Now you're going to harm other people that deserving from you. You're going to become the stick of Hashem to do bad to other people, and this is the worst thing that we can ever do. The worst thing, worse than sinning to Hashem, is sinning to our friend. We have to know that it's more hamur, the sins between ben adam lahavero than ben adam lamakom. We have to be so careful about the other person. We have to be so careful about the other person. And that's why you have to choose emunah. Choosing emunah is the ticket to sail through everything. You pass the test. When you say, okay, it's Ribono Shel Olam. It's Ribono Shel Olam, it's his. I don't have to sweat. I don't have to be dishonest. I don't have to be a bad guy. Because I have that. I have emunah. I have trust. Right? Emunah and bitachon. We should be zocheh. Thank you very much.